going on? This is Hiram here with Ladder Financial Group. Just want to drop a little bit of encouragement and some help and guide you a little bit in what's going on here in the world of entrepreneurship. So what we've been seeing lately here and some of the calls that we get from folks that want to start their business is that a lot of them have been laid off from work, furlough. They've been, they're in a position right now where they may be collecting unemployment, and they're trying to figure out what is the next step or new chapter in their life, right? So we're just getting an influx of calls on folks that are saying, listen, I have an idea, I have a vision, I have a dream. I've worked for a company 10, 15, 20 years, and I think I'm ready to move on to that business ownership, new chapter in my life, if you will. So what I do want to do here today is encourage you, right? Because there's a lot of ways of being able to start, build, and scale a business in such an amazing way where you can see a tremendous growth in a very short period of time. And this is what I want to share with you, right? Because one of the greatest things that companies that you've worked for is that they prepared you with structure. They prepared you with the tools, the intelligence, the intellect to be able to know that job or possibly transfer that power, transfer that knowledge to something that you want to do, right? But one of the even better things that a lot of companies do is that they teach you what things not to do, right? How to retain customers, how from their failures, they're teaching you things that that you can do much better and take it to another level. And obviously we're in an open market, right? In certain states, you're an at-will employee, and at any moment they can tell you, I'm sorry, unfortunately, the finances are not well, and we need to move on and cut you off or whatever the case is. But I want to encourage you here today because this is tremendous. I had a young lady come to us that she was laid off maybe about 6 months ago, collecting unemployment, and wanted to start an Amazon store. And I know I ran one of those things like maybe about a week ago, a video that I had on an Amazon store. And the reason why I'm saying Amazon store is because they produce well if you know how to set yourself up correctly. But great, so you have an Amazon store, but nobody knows who you are. You don't know how to market it. You don't know these things. So you have to, a lot of times, hire professionals that will do this work for you. But professionals do come with a price tag. So never cut yourself short. If you're saying, okay, when I'm preparing my business plan and I have the strategy and how I'm going to grow this business, you got to make sure you have to have an accountant stay in compliance. You have to have your attorney to make sure that everything that you're doing, from privacy policy, terms and conditions, and everything that is legal, they can handle for you. And then of course, when it comes down to marketing, who's going to be on the corner with a bullhorn announcing your business, especially on an e-commerce store? Nobody is. You got to use the power of marketing and hire the professional people who are going to be doing this work for you. So it's sure. Maybe you follow some people that say you can start a business with a penny in the bank account, or maybe $500 in the bank account. But the success stories that comes out of that, not really, right? Most of the time they're trying to sell you something. But let me tell you the truth. The truth is that there's a lot of capabilities out there. You have a vision, you have a dream, right? It's now time to put it on paper, write it down, and form your business. So let me take it, for example, a young lady by the name of Trina, and shout out to her. I appreciate you allowing us to speak on your testimony, if you will, right? But this young lady came to us needing only $20,000, but not taking into consideration that there's other things that are unforeseen, right? I need to buy inventory. I need to pay for marketing. I need to form my business, which we were able to help her, right? Because a lot of times we'll form a business, your state kicks it back because you didn't set it up correctly. You're setting up a sole prop. You never want to set up a sole prop if you want to build corporate credit under your business EIN. So the most important thing is, let us help you out in forming your business, getting your entity set up, getting your EIN taken care for you, making sure we can discuss business plans, coaching, and consulting so that you can grow and scale on the first 90 days. And then at the same time, build corporate credit so you divorce yourself financially from that business, and you don't have to rely on your personal credit to continue signing for your business, right? It's all about knowing and understanding this knowledge and this wealth of knowledge that is not available to the average person that is saying, okay, I've worked 40 years for a company or a government, and this information was never taught to me in college. This was never taught to me by anybody. And the next person that the last person I spoke to wants to sell me some silly program for $5,000, $10,000 on a mastermind. So check this out. We were able to form her business up correctly. We were able to get her EIN done correctly. We were able to give her the right roadmap to be able to set up that everything as the banks are looking for, right? Because you have to be able to set up that entity just like if you're setting up your own personal profile, right? If you pull your personal report, you see your name, you see your address, you see there's an email connected to it. On your personal credit report, there's a lot of information that's on there. Same exact thing you want to mimic with your personal, you want to do it and transfer that information over to business, but in a business entity. So $20,000 is all that she needed, right? But again, unforeseen situations, you got to be able to pay for the other things and the professionals that are going to take your business and move it on to the next level. So check this out. No docs, brand new business, in business, only one day. No knowledge about what to do, but she needs funding. Went to 2 local banks that she has, a credit union and a national bank, which we're not going to mention. They asked for a laundry list of things that she could not supply, which is either the collateral to put up, right, which is some sort of inventory that she may have on her store, or possibly, or they also offered or asked for information regarding what type of business credit that she has. There is none. There's no revenue. You can't prove anything. So simply put, we were able to get her, check this out, guys. If you guys can see this right here, $60,000 to $80,000 in business and personal. Now, if she doesn't want business and personal, she does not want to include her personal information on there, where she'll get maybe some lines of credit under her personal. That's okay, right? Sometimes children, your business is like children. You have to find yourself maybe co-signing someplace because they don't really know your business, so they're using your personal credit. But in this instance, this bank said, if we want to go strictly 100% business, we can get her 100% business and get her $40,000 to $60,000, guys. All right, $40,000 to $60,000 in funding. That is powerful, right? Because not only she's going to find herself limited, not only she can be able to find herself really deploying this business and scaling it, but she's going to be able to now get that inventory that she needs. Obviously, on the e-commerce store, the more that you buy in bulk, the more that you'll be able to, buy at a discounted rate. The more you buy at a discounted rate, the higher you can make profits, and those profit margins will continue to increase. Reinvesting in more inventory, reinvesting in more, stock up on things that you need for this business. And guess what? She still has a little bit more working capital. So if we have to hire somebody as a W-2 employer, maybe a contractor, the money is readily available. That's what it's all about. So stop looking at those 4 walls, trying to interview with different companies. The universal laws is telling you stop. You have a vision. You develop a strong, business sense, and you've developed a strong tool through that last company. It's now the universal laws is telling you, listen, it's now time to move on into something that's bigger and better, and it's all about you. You're your own boss now. So now you can call the shots. So don't hesitate on giving us a call. We'll give you the right steps, the right roadmap in order for you to get the funding that you need, but it's first structuring that business correctly so that the end result becomes you build this tremendous empire that you can continue to leave or set the standards or the benchmark and leave something for your children or whoever is loved ones in your life. Don't hesitate. Ladder Financial Group, Hiram checking out. We'll see you next time. Take care.